Hey Tommy, how are you today?
I'm great, Ryan. How are you?
I'm great. I'm up here at Covington's Nursery with Tommy Olbeck. Today we're going to talk about our favorite shade trees, our top 5 shade trees for Northeast Texas. Now Tommy, before we just jump right in, I know we can technically plant all year round in Northeast Texas, but when is the absolute best time to plant, especially large trees?
So Ryan, the best time to plant is actually in the fall. And the reason we do that is so the root system can get established before we get to the hot summer months.
And we will get to hot summer months. I want to remind everyone that these episodes, the information is tailor-made for Northeast Texas. So if you're in Chicago, this is the wrong information for you. Yes, winter is the worst time to plant for you. In fact, I'd like to see you try. But we're not in Chicago, we're in Texas. So let's say that I have decided to pull the trigger on a shade tree. I want one in my yard. What things should I be thinking about? What questions should I be asking to make sure I get the perfect shade tree for me in my yard?
Yeah, so the first thing that you're going to want to ask is, how big do I want this shade tree to get eventually?
Okay, so not just how big do I want to buy it now, but how big is it ultimately going to top off at in the future? Okay, size. What else?
The next thing that I would ask would be, what kind of interest am I going to get from this tree? Is it going to give me fall color? Is it going to be an evergreen tree? Or am I okay with it losing its leaves in the winter?
Okay, so do we want it to keep its leaves, and do we want it to do something spectacular in the fall? So along with size, those are the 3 things we're going to think about. Let's go look at trees.
Let's do it.
Okay. Okay guys, we're just going to do these in no particular order, right Tommy?
Let's do it, right?
But Eric, if you're not wide, you need to get to a wide shot because we got a big guy here. What is this, Tommy?
Ryan, this is a Shumard Red Oak.
Okay, tell us about it.
Shumard Red Oaks are great for Northeast Texas. They do very well in our clay soil. It is a very large growing shade tree. This will get 60 feet tall and 60 feet wide. Yeah, it's a, like you said, it's a big guy.
It's a big guy now, it's gonna get even bigger. I see the leaf has that classic oak shape to it.
Yep, it does. In the fall, it's gonna turn colors. It's gonna be like a really nice crimson red color in the fall.
So this guy seems to have it all. It's gonna do that wonderful fall show.
It does lose its leaves, I will say that, but this is a great tree for our area.
Yeah. So Tommy, right off the bat, what I'm noticing about this tree is the leaf shape is completely different. It has a single stem with multiple leaves coming off of it.
Right, Ryan, yeah, so this is much different than, say, the red oak that we looked at before, and maples that we'll look at later. This is a Chinese pistache.
Okay, you're gonna have to tell me everything about Chinese pistache. I know nothing.
Chinese pistache is a great tree. It's a faster growing shade tree, so gonna grow quicker than the oaks that we've been talking about.
If you're needing shade and you're needing it fast.
Yeah, if you're wanting a faster growing tree, this is a good option. Okay. This also has awesome fall color. This is another brilliant red, very almost fiery color to it.
And then how big is it gonna get?
It's not as big as the red oak we just looked at, but it'll still get about 40 feet tall and wide. Has a nice globe shape to it.
It's not gonna get as big, but it's gonna get there fast.
That's right.
Okay. So Tommy, I just spent some time in Canada, so I definitely recognize this leaf shape. They put it on everything. This is a maple, right?
Right, Ryan, yeah. So there are
kind of maple?
Many kinds of maples. This one that we're looking at right here is an autumn blaze maple.
Nice, tell me all about it.
So autumn blaze maple is another great tree for our area. This one's gonna get big. So it gets about 50 to 60 feet tall and 50 to 60 feet wide.
Does it do it quickly?
It's fast growing tree, so that's another plus.
Big and fast, but that still isn't its special thing.
No, I would say the best part about this tree is, of all the trees we're talking about today, this probably has the best fall color.
Of all the trees, that's a big statement, Tommy, the best fall color. Okay.
The fall color on this is a fiery reddish orange color. It's awesome.
Okay, I'm sold. And we can't say this for sure. We tried to look it up before filming. We think that this also produces maple syrup. That's what the internet says, but we don't know for sure. If you know, then leave it in the comments because I would love to find out. I've never actually tapped a maple tree in Texas.
I mean, the internet doesn't lie, so.
Okay, let's move on to the next tree. Okay, Tommy, what do we have here?
Ryan, we have a live oak here.
Much better than a dead oak, I hear. Am I right?
All right.
But no, go ahead, Tommy. Tell us about the live oak.
Live oak is a great tree for our area, Ryan. This guy's gonna get wider than it does tall, so it's gonna get about 60 feet wide and about 40 feet tall.
Okay.
It is a little bit slower growing than some of the other trees that we're talking about on our list today, but
there's something unusual about it.
Yeah, one thing that's really great about this tree is it's evergreen, so it's not gonna lose its leaves.
Yes, all the other trees lose their leaves, but not this guy. It keeps them on. Okay guys, we've made it to number 5, which is fitting because Tommy, didn't you tell me that this is your favorite shade tree?
This is a Shantung Maple.
Why is it your favorite?
So I think Shantung Maple, it ticks all the boxes. This tree is fast growing.
Okay.
It has awesome fall color. It's a golden orange color.
It is very beautiful.
This tree is on the Texas Superstar list. It is the most drought tolerant of the maples.
And Texas Superstar is just a tree that does really, really well in our area.
Absolutely.
Okay, and then what was the, oh, it doesn't get as big, is that right?
That's right. So this tree only gets 25 to 30 feet tall. So it's perfect for those smaller yards.
I mean, that's big, relatively speaking. It's just the smallest of the ones we've talked about today.
That's right.
Okay, Shantung Maple. So Tommy, we have emphasized to everyone that fall is the absolute best time to plant in Northeast Texas. But I want to be honest with everyone. When would you say is the worst time to plant? I know a lot of people would think it was winter.
But it's actually summer. But it absolutely is possible to plant as long as you're watering correctly.
And you're gonna have to tell me what is correct watering.
Yeah,
that could mean a lot of things to a lot of people.
So watering correctly in the summer means you're not just going to use your irrigation system, Ryan. You're going to hand water with the water hose, and you're going to do it every other day.
Now I've always heard this about, you know, hand water, that's the best way. Does it actually have to be in my hand? I know this is a silly question, but does it count if I'm putting it like on a soaker hose or a little
soaker hose would work, or you could just turn that water hose down to a slow trickle and leave the water hose out there for half an hour.
It just means that we're not relying on that sprinkler that's spraying the spray all over the yard. We're really soaking that root ball.
That's right.
Okay, and all of this is taking into consideration that you do have a properly planted tree. So I want to touch on that real quick. Just tell us the pointers of properly planting a tree.
Yeah, so the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get a bag of our soil builder.
Soil builder, right here.
So you're going to mix this 50-50, Ryan, with the existing soil.
The soil that is already in my yard.
Yep. Okay. So you're going to dig your hole. You're going to have your excess soil here. You're going to take the soil builder, dump it on top, mix it all up. You're going to place this root ball in the hole, and you're going to backfill around. One key thing though is you're going to make sure you don't plant this tree too deep, right? Okay. That's one of the worst things you could do. The top of this root ball, you want about 1 inch to 1.5 inches above the grade. Now, I do actually know all of this because my dad, Joe Covington, and I made a whole separate video about how to plant a tree, and you're welcome to check that out. That's we go a little bit more in detail, but Tommy definitely covered the basics. Tommy, thank you so much for talking with us today. Thank you, Ryan.
I think it's time for everyone to go out and go plant a tree.
Let's grow together.
Let's grow together. I banged it out and I was ready to talk about trees. Hold on.
You're like a one-hit wonder.
Hey, Tommy.
Oh, I thought
you were going to do it. Okay. So hold on. So I'm asking you how you are. Yeah. Okay. Okay, guys. People seem to think this one also makes maple syrup. We don't actually know that though. Okay, sounds great.
We already blew this one.
Yeah, we already blew this one.
We already blew this one.
Hold on. Was I ready? Okay, Tommy. What do we have here?
How about I just make a funny face, a weird face, and then you zoom in on my face? Like
I don't know, Tommy. Much better than a dead oak, I hear. Am I right?
All right.
Tommy. Hold on, Tommy's collecting his thoughts. Go, Mingo, go away.
I went blank.
Oh, okay. Okay. Autumn Blaze Maple.
Shantung Maple.
Oh. But hey,
it's an honest mistake.
So I'm just saying, we will do it as a blooper.
No.
No. Jokes, but I don't want to actually announce the wrong tree. No. It makes it doubt every single thing else that I've said previously. That's a hard no.
He can't do it.
No. I feel like I'm going to do it again.
And Gail Covington will get you.
Fine for
I don't think it doubts.
It's fine. It's fine for a blooper. Like I said, I like the idea of us because we've had a ton of them in this shoot.
I can tell him he can go back to work, right?
Oh yeah.
Mingo's dead.
Well, we just
okay,